I'm going to try to show you how I came up with the jellyfish here. So originally it was just a box like that, more of a box shape like this. And I sort of rounded him off a little bit. And then I started to make him, because I'm working on an animation of him right now, where he starts to smile. So that's kind of where that came from. And then for smiling, you know, you have to have the eyebrows up. And I started with eyes like this, but then as you can see, some of you have seen already, I sort of rounded off like this, like his eyes are closed, he's smiling so wide, and I kind of like that too. And then it's just adding color, and I'm just going to use some of these guys. Quickly paint it in here. These are brush pens, so they actually have a tip that's like a brush. I'm going to go fast because I want to try to give it that sort of rough kind of artsy look that some of the stuff that I'm doing on the computer has. So I'm not going to try to color it all in a solid color, but just sort of get some color in there. I'll go back and add some shadows in a minute. You can see right here where it shingles, you can see it where it goes over itself twice and it gets darker that way. I'm going to go over it with a gray as far as the lines go instead of a black. It's almost black. And I intentionally kind of try to make the lines not like hard and straight. And the other really important thing is to, when you're doing the tentacles, make sure you have more than 8, because if you have 8, people are going to think that the jellyfish is an octopus or a squid or something like that. Especially if you're somebody who's been really doing a lot of sort of abstract kind of animal things. So just pack those tentacles in there a little bit. So we'll make him the happier one with the eyes closed and the eyebrows. And then if you really want to go crazy, you can come back and sort of darken the bottom like this with an even darker color, which sort of gives you some shadow. You can do this with Crayola markers just by going over them twice and using shingling to your advantage. So anyway, that's a quickie.